Hello! What is up, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals? Welcome to 2022. We made it, that's the important bit. But I hope that you are doing well, and if not, I hope this video is a nice little break from the real world. But today, I'm actually doing a video that has been waiting for a really long time. So back in November of 2021, I mentioned while I was live streaming over on Twitch, link in description if anyone wants to come and see me unedited. I mentioned on a live stream once that I don't really buy much of anything unless it's on sale. Because one, money's is hard. I don't has a lots of it. Oh my god, you want me to pay how much for that? Oh no. But also, I feel like whenever you get to like Black Friday sales or big sales like that, you realise how much you're being fucking scammed the rest of the year. The fact that these companies are still making a profit while selling things at like 60% off. The fuck? Excuse me? Which means essentially, I'm not buying things at full price. I don't trust you. I know that you're making way more money from me than you need to. And if I waited just a little bit for a sale to come along, I can still get a bit of savings. And apparently you still turn a fucking profit off that. But yes, because of that, I don't really tend to buy much of anything. Just throughout the year as it goes, I try to wait wherever I can for a sale. But it also means I try my best to save up a lot of money to then use for the things, because I haven't spent it the rest of the year. And so that comes to a culmination, usually with Black Friday, because that's when most people do their huge sales, that the amount of money that I have spent on these things sounds disgusting. However, when you then divide that by 12 and imagine it all spread out slowly and smallly over an entire year, reasonable. And essentially I said to like Twitch chat, I was like, yo, literally I've saved up like over $1,000. Do you want me to do an insane stupid YouTube haul? And they were like, yes please, do the things, we will watch. So here I am, editing here. The full cut is 2 hours or something long, and so per Twitch chat request we're actually going to break it down into smaller bite-sized pieces. Supercut will also be available unlisted in the description, but main videos are going to be shorter because that's too much otherwise. The next brand that I'm going to talk about, again, did not have cashback available as an option. It was Tatty Lashes. So for those of you who are not in the UK, Tatty Lashes is a very popular brand over here. They've had collaborations with people like Molly-Mae Hague of Love Island fame, and Mama Mitchell, who is a wonderful makeup artist and founder of Made by Mitchell. Recently, they came out with a collaboration with Abby Roberts. If you have TikTok, you've probably heard of Abby Roberts at least once. Even if you're not into makeup, essentially she primarily does makeup TikToks. Very famous, she got on the cover of British Vogue for that and stuff. But this is a collection of the things. It's the only thing I got from there. I have various lashes. I'm trying to like change up the different styles of lashes I wear right now, but these ones just looked really fun, really cool. They even had some underlashes, which I always love, even though I'm shit at applying. So what I got was the little collection box. So that has the main lashes in the style Evolution up there, but it also gives you the half lash and the individual section underlash. They are all faux mink, none of them are actual mink. I wouldn't have bought them if they were. I must admit, I did Tatty Lashes, I didn't realise when I first bought from them that they primarily used actual mink. Because I was like, what are you talking about? Like, Mitchell would never do a collaboration with... So yeah, there are some lashes of theirs that I'm trying to use up and get rid of, because I don't want to bin them because they've hurt something. But also, you know? But these are all faux mink. These are all faux lashes. No aminals were harmed. So there is also a lash applicator that came with it, and there is also an ultra sensitive lash adhesive, because apparently Abby said that she has really, really sensitive eyes, and almost every lash glue makes her like cry, so she can't actually use lots of lash glues. So they developed a very like long lasting but sensitive lash glue. So this is the lash applicator that you get. So it has the bits on the end where you can grab the lash and then put it on. And then it also has a little comb for combing out the lashes, which I really like, because actually when you've often had lashes for quite a while, despite your best efforts to like clean them and stuff, they can like get a little clumpy, or even if you haven't had them for a long time, you can find like your lashes are sort of sticking to like certain areas and making one bit look more full. So this is a nice little way for you to be able to brush out your lashes. Oh baby. And then the ultra sensitive glue again comes in the sort of black and red theme style of the packaging. I don't actually know what colour the glue is though. I am intrigued. Aha! So it appears to be a clear glue, because I must admit when I first saw this I did think, is that a black glue? And I completely forgot in the time it took me to film this video from when I ordered it if it was black or not. I'm glad it's not, because I feel like I get black glue can be very useful if you're doing like black liner, but I'd much rather have a clear glue and have the option to go over it with like eyeliner to make it black, because I feel like you can use a clear glue with anything, whereas with a black glue you can only use it if you've got like black liner or like a black shadow base or something like that. But yeah, that's the only thing I got from Tatti Lashes. I don't sorry, I feel like this is giving me very like 2000s SpongeBob vibes, you know? Next, I think I'm going to do Spectrum. Spectrum is a UK brand, I believe, that primarily does brushes. You may know them for the collaboration they had with Mean Girls, where they did the Mean Girls brushes, which I have a few of and I have used in various videos. So for example, this is the Spectrum A05, which is like an angled face brush that I primarily use for like bronzer contour, which was part of the Mean Girls collaboration and is called You're Like Really Pretty. So you agree? You think you're pretty? Again, I can only apologise for that American accent, but it has to be said and done every time I say the name. But yeah, all of their brushes are vegan and cruelty free, and so I decided to get a few. I don't think they had cashback either, so I will just put the normal prices and sale prices up when I do them. So first off, I got the Spectrum B05, which is just like a buffer brush. It can be used either for concealer under the eyes or for like a cream contour on the cheeks and stuff. I think most of the brushes I only got 4 brushes, but I believe 3 of them are in this millennial pink, I believe is the shade they call it. It's sort of like the traditional Spectrum colour if you were to get a brush. You see the brushes out and like people advertising them. It's usually the millennial pink that they... But yeah, it's a really nice brush. I actually have a Spectrum brush that I used to use all the time for my under eye concealer, and I genuinely can't remember why I stopped. It's like this, but it's actually flat instead of domed, which I really liked for around here, but I struggled with when I was getting up in there, so I thought that this one could actually work a bit better, which it feels straight off the bat like it probably would. I don't remember why I stopped using a brush for my concealer under my eyes when I loved using it before. I feel like I must have been washing it once and then just forgot that I used it. Which sounds ridiculous, but also sounds very like something I'd do. So next we have the Spectrum A29. I believe this is called the Mini Paddle Brush, and I believe it's also primary use that they said was for like applying concealer and stuff. In my mind, it's sort of like a bigger version of like a packer brush for the eyes. I think I'd probably use it more for like actually powdering under there than like applying concealer or anything. I don't think I'd use it for like the eyes or anything. It is too big for something like that, but I can definitely see myself using it. I'd probably be more likely to use the other brush we just looked at for applying concealer and stuff, but I would definitely use this for like packing on powders or something. Weirdly enough, looking at this, one of my thoughts is this would be great for SFX, for like smoothing down scar wax at the edges, for like putting powders and all like the crevices of things. I try to use not as nice brushes for special effects stuff, but this might become an SFX brush because my brain is immediately going, oh, I could use it for this. Who knows, we'll see. And we also have another Spectrum A05 brush. So this is, again, like the Mean Girls one, it is just like an angled face brush. I never seem to have a clean angled face brush. I have like another one of these somewhere, but I can never seem to find an angled face brush. So I think when I was getting brushes and I was looking and I was like, yeah, this way I'll just make sure I always have one. I don't know. It's weird when I suddenly go, this is the exact same as the one that I just used as an example, but I never seem to have one of these clean. She says, holding one that's clean. I bought another one for reasons that my brain thought made sense, and now I'm questioning. And then the final brush that I got from Spectrum is the Spectrum A04, and this is like a pointed brush. It's the only one I didn't get in the Millennial Pink. I don't know why, I just felt like this looked nicer than the Millennial Pink one, so I went with this one. Listen, I don't know what my brain does half the time while I'm paying attention to it. You know, it's... brains be weird and stuff. But that being said, when I went to the Tatty Lashes masterclass with Mama Mitchell and Jeffree Star back in, I want to say like 2019, like October 2019 maybe? Mitchell actually used this brush to apply the concealer and to blend it in, which I find really interesting because to me it almost feels like too fluffy and loose to like pack it in. It feels like it would be like not fully blended. I think I will definitely give it a go, but I will most likely actually use this to powder, probably more than anything. So next up, there's just 3 items from Glossier. Usually when you order from Glossier, they send everything in like a bubble wrapped pouch, and it's all very safe and secure, but they've actually started giving you the option now at checkout to say you don't want any of the extra packaging, you want it to be as eco-friendly as possible, so it comes in like a paper envelope, and it's just like the products that you've ordered and any samples that you got. So the sample that I got was the Glossier Priming Moisturiser Rich Luxurious Face Cream. So just a little sample of their thicker version of the face cream, I believe. So, you know, it's always nice to have a sample, whether it's because you want to try something out, or actually what I often do is if I'm going away somewhere just for like a day or two, I'll like save samples and just take that and use that instead. Because I don't have to carry like a whole moisturiser with me. I've just got a sachet. And then I can also pay attention to whether or not I like it. That being said, with COVID, I haven't been anywhere in 2 years, but we can dream it'll happen again. So the 3 items I actually got from Glossier are 3 different Balm.coms. So the Balm.com is primarily, often people use it as a lip balm, but it can also be used anywhere on the skin. You can use it on your cuticles, on any dry patches, such as like your elbows or your knees. I actually already have a Balm.com in Cherry, and I love it. It is amazing. It is so nourishing. It is so hydrating. It is genuinely one of my favourite like lip balms ever that I've tried. And so essentially I just got more so that I can have one in each room and not have to carry them between rooms all the time. So the first one I got is the original. It is not tinted, it is not fragranced in any way, shape or form, and this is the one really that can go like on your cuticles and on like your elbows and stuff. Because say for example with the cherry one, it smells like cherry, which granted could go anywhere, but it does also have a red tint to it. So if I put that on my nails, it would look like I'd been like ripping and bloody or something. So the second one I got, which I love already just because of the holographic, is in Birthday. This one I believe smells like birthday cake. Colour-wise, very similar to the original, but they've added in small flecks of glitter. I believe it might be holographic glitter, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's check, let's have a look. Honestly, I can barely tell that there's glitter in there. If you, there we go. I can barely see any glitter. It might be that because it's like the top of the packaging, it might not have that much up there. That's vanilla. They said that it smells like birthday cake. That's just pure vanilla sugar. Almost overwhelmingly so. It's not bad. Some vanilla sugar things can be very bad, in my opinion. I'm weird. Like vanilla birthday candles by Yankee Candle. Cannot stand that. It just like makes my stomach turn. This isn't bad in the slightest. I just wasn't expecting it to be quite so strong when I first smelt it, so I went in deep. And then the final one, because I saw it on the website and I was like, I have to know. I does have to know, is cookie butter. So I believe this one has sort of like a slight brownish tint to it. So yeah, it has a bit more of a brownish tint, which you can't really see because it matches my skin tone quite a lot. It's a bit more of like a muted version of the birthday smell. Still quite strong on the vanilla. I wouldn't say it necessarily reminds me of cookies that much. But then I believe, now that I've suddenly realised this is an American brand, so they're calling them cookies when they just mean biscuits. So this probably is just meant to smell like shortbread or something. Which, yeah, kind of does. I was expecting it to smell like chocolate chip cookies, because in the UK, we only call cookies chocolate chip cookies. Any other sweet cookie is a biscuit. So like a chocolate digestive, that is a biscuit. It's not a cookie. Overall, the scents are not overwhelmingly unpleasant or anything. They're probably not my favourite scents. I think I definitely love the cherry smell the most. But I like the shades. The scents are fine, so I will definitely gladly use them. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sitting around and watching all of that, because I know that was a lot. I think I would definitely like to actually also do a video following this, where I do like loads of first time makeup things. I'm pretty sure I've got enough stuff here to do an entire full face of first use makeup. But I definitely like to try something like that out. Give that a go. Like a full face entirely of first impressions. As I mentioned before, I know that this is excessive in many ways. I have essentially saved up for the past year, not bought many things, so that I can make sure I'm getting them at the best possible deal I can, but I still do understand entirely it is completely over the top and unnecessary. I blame Twitch chat for saying they wanted to see it. I also blame my BPD for erratic spending. Myself? Oh no, don't blame myself, no. Why, when I'm nervous, is my go-to to give myself a fucking moustache? Guess who forgot to film an outro? Me. Thank you very much for watching. As mentioned, I am going to be posting all of the little different small snippet things, and then I will also link in the description below the full mega 2-hour unlisted thing. Cheers!